In Thai culture, hornbills are seen as symbols of fidelity and guardianship. Their lifelong pair bonds inspire stories of loyalty. In some communities, they are seen as forest protectors, sacred messengers who must never be harmed. Across Thailand, a movement is rising to save the wreathed hornbill. Protected areas such as Khao Yai and Huai Ka Kaing wildlife sanctuaries provide safe havens. Rangers guard nesting trees. Researchers track hornbills with radio transmitters, learning their secret journeys. And children are being taught to listen for the beating wings above, reminders that the forest still breathes. The future of the wreathed hornbill depends on the choices we make today. With every tree preserved, every nest protected, and every child inspired, hope grows stronger. They are not just birds of the forest. They are keepers of its balance, carriers of its seeds, and symbols of its resilience. To let their wings fall silent would be to let the canopy collapse. In the vast forests of Thailand, the wreathed hornbill still soars. With every beat of its wings, it writes the story of the forest's survival. May its journey continue for the forest, for us, and for the generations yet to come. The great hornbill, Buceros bicornis, is one of the largest members of the hornbill family. A single bird may weigh over 3 kilograms, with a beak so long and heavy it seems impossible to bear. And yet, with each powerful beat of its wings, the hornbill soars across valleys and mountains, ruling the canopy skies. The sound of its flight is unmistakable, a deep, rhythmic whoosh that carries through the trees. To the forest, it is the sound of a guardian on patrol. The hornbill's life is bound to the trees. Above all, it is a lover of fruit. Figs, wild nutmegs, and forest berries form the bulk of its diet. A single bird may eat hundreds of fruits in a single day, swallowing them whole and carrying seeds across vast distances. When those seeds fall to the forest floor, life begins anew. In this way, hornbills are more than birds. They are farmers of the forest, dispersing the seeds of over 70 tree species. Without hornbills, these trees would wither in isolation. Without trees, the forest itself would collapse. They are gardeners, architects, and guardians. Each flight writes a future for the forest. Hornbills are monogamous. When a pair finds one another, they remain together for life. Their courtship is a spectacle of dance and song. The male offers fruit to the female, passing it delicately from his massive beak to hers. They sing in duet, their voices carrying through the trees like vows exchanged beneath the forest canopy. In a world filled with danger, loyalty is survival. To be alone is to risk extinction. Together, they endure. When the time comes to breed, the great hornbill performs one of nature's most extraordinary rituals. The female retreats into the hollow of a great tree. With mud, fruit pulp, and her own droppings, she seals the entrance, entombing herself inside, leaving only a narrow slit through which air and food may pass. For up to 4 months, she will remain inside, laying her eggs, incubating them, and caring for the chicks. During this time, she is entirely dependent on her mate. Each day he must search for food and deliver it through the tiny opening. If he fails, she and the chicks will starve. When the chicks grow strong, the mother breaks free, joining her partner to raise them until they are ready to fledge. It is a ritual of sacrifice and devotion, one that has ensured survival for millions of years. But today, this ancient ritual is under threat. Across Thailand, the towering hardwood trees that hornbills need for nesting are disappearing. Logging, agriculture, and plantations of oil palm and rubber erase the old giants. Without these hollow trees, hornbills cannot breed. Without breeding, they cannot survive. Poaching adds to their struggle. In some places, hornbill casques are carved into ornaments, feathers taken for decoration, and chicks stolen from nests for trade. Though illegal, the demand remains. For each hornbill lost, a forest loses its guardian. Populations that once filled the skies are now fragmented and few. In some regions, hornbills have vanished altogether. Across Thailand, their numbers are declining. Their survival now hangs in delicate balance. But in the midst of loss, there is hope. In southern Thailand's national parks and sanctuaries, communities and conservationists are fighting to protect the hornbill. Artificial nest boxes are being installed to replace the hollow trees that have been lost. These boxes give hornbills a place to breed, ensuring new generations can take flight. Education is reshaping the future. In villages once driven by hunting, children now grow up proud of the hornbill as a cultural symbol. Ecotourism brings livelihoods, turning the bird into a living treasure rather than a hunted prize. And with careful research, populations are slowly stabilizing. In some places, the skies are filling once more with the whoosh of wings and the golden flash of hornbill casques. The great hornbill is more than a species. To many cultures, it is a spirit, a messenger between earth and sky. In the forests of Thailand, it is the breath of the wild, the voice of the canopy. To lose it would not only be to lose a bird, but to silence the heartbeat of the forest. Its fate is tied to the trees, to the rivers, to the life that surrounds it, and in the end, it is tied to us. As long as hornbills soar, the forest breathes. As long as the forest breathes, life itself endures. But their survival depends not on chance, but on choice. The choice to protect, to preserve, and to stand as guardians of the canopy alongside them. The great hornbill has flown these skies for millions of years. If we protect it now, it will continue to fly for millions more. At ground level, the forest begins again each morning. New fruit falls, new insects stir. And in the emerald dim of a Thai zoo's rainforest aviary, a tiny drummer takes the stage, the crested partridge. He's no taller than a tea mug, yet dressed for royalty. oil-slick greens, soot-black mantle, and a lacquered crest of red that announces, "I am team captain of the forest floor." This is Rolulus rulul, the crested partridge, also called the rul-rul. His partner wears the colors of safety, fresh leaf green, a study in quiet camouflage. Together, they are experts of life beneath the canopy, where sunlight is filtered and survival hinges on being seen at the right times and invisible at the rest. In Thailand, zoos build rainforests one plant at a time, layered shade, living soil, and a permanent monsoon in the misting lines. Here, the partridges get what their wild cousins demand, leaf litter deep enough to hide a chick and enough fallen fruit to make the forest floor a buffet. Love, for rul-rul, is teamwork. The male courts with generosity, find food, share food, repeat. When nesting, they weave a low, domed shelter from leaves and stems, tucking it deep in the shadows. 4, sometimes 5 eggs. The female sits tight, the male stands guard. Rare chivalry among ground birds. When the chicks hatch, they're born ready, tiny, striped, and all legs. In the wilds of Southeast Asia, the crested partridge faces a narrowing map. Forests fall to chainsaws and fires. Snares lace the trails like invisible fences. A bird that trusts the ground has little defense against a wire noose. Here, the Thai zoo becomes a safety net, not a gilded cage, but a living library. Each bird is a page, each pairing a sentence in a story we're determined to keep reading. Keepers balance humidity and airflow, match unrelated partners, and track every hatchling from first heartbeat to first drumbeat. Watch her vanish. It's more than color. It's timing, angles, a chess game of stillness. A heartbeat earlier, and she'd have flashed green. A heartbeat later, and she'd be gone behind a root. For a ground bird, hiding isn't panic, it's craft. Foraging is a careful, deliberate act. The Siamese fireback scratches the leaf litter with its strong legs, uncovering seeds, insects, and larvae buried beneath. Each meal provides the energy needed for survival and the stamina to perform elaborate courtship displays. The males are highly territorial during breeding season. Their calls are low, rhythmic, and persistent, designed to warn rivals and attract females. These vocalizations resonate across the forest floor, a subtle yet powerful communication in a world where survival often depends on stealth and vigilance. The courtship of the Siamese fireback is a spectacle of precision and beauty. The male spreads his wings, arches his tail, and produces a soft, rolling call that echoes among the trees. Every movement is a calculated attempt to demonstrate fitness and vitality. Once a female chooses a mate, she leads the male to a concealed nesting site on the forest floor. Her nest, a shallow depression lined with leaves, serves as a sanctuary for her clutch of eggs. Incubation is a careful process, with the female rarely leaving the nest, blending seamlessly with her surroundings to avoid predators. After hatching, both parents guard and guide the chicks through the undergrowth, teaching them how to forage and survive. The Siamese fireback is more than just a striking bird. It is a critical player in its ecosystem. By feeding on seeds and insects, it controls insect populations and aids in seed dispersal, ensuring the continued regeneration of the forest. Its presence benefits countless other species, from tiny invertebrates to larger mammals, all of which rely on the stability of this habitat. Interactions with other animals, including potential predators such as snakes and small carnivores, shape its behavior. Vigilance and camouflage are not mere survival strategies. They are vital adaptations honed over generations in a complex web of life. Despite their resilience, Siamese firebacks face mounting threats. Logging, forest fragmentation, and agricultural expansion have reduced their habitats dramatically. The loss of dense forest not only diminishes food sources, but exposes these birds to predators and human interference. Conservation initiatives in Thailand aim to safeguard remaining populations. Protected reserves and wildlife sanctuaries provide critical refuge, ensuring that these birds and countless other rainforest inhabitants continue to thrive. Conservation is not simply about preserving a single species. It is about maintaining the intricate tapestry of life that sustains the rainforest itself. Despite their resilience, Siamese firebacks face mounting threats. Logging, forest fragmentation, and agricultural expansion have reduced their habitats dramatically. The loss of dense forest not only diminishes food sources, but exposes these birds to predators and human interference. Conservation initiatives in Thailand aim to safeguard remaining populations. Protected reserves and wildlife sanctuaries provide critical refuge, ensuring that these birds and countless other rainforest inhabitants continue to thrive. Conservation is not simply about preserving a single species, it is about maintaining the intricate tapestry of life that sustains the rainforest itself. The Siamese fireback remains a jewel of Thailand's rainforest, a creature of elegance, resilience, and mystery. It is a living testament to the wonder of nature, a reminder of the hidden lives that flourish beyond human eyes. For centuries, the helmeted hornbill has been revered in Thai culture. Known locally as Nok Krahang Hua Chang, the elephant-headed hornbill, it is seen as a messenger between the human and spirit worlds. Its haunting call, rising to a wild cackle, is believed to summon rain. In villages along the Malay Peninsula, people once said, "When the hornbill laughs, the heavens open." In Buddhist traditions, the hornbill is a reminder of impermanence. Its casque, strong yet fragile, symbolizes both power and vulnerability. To lose this bird would be to lose part of Thailand's living soul. The helmeted hornbill is one of the largest hornbills on Earth, weighing up to 3 kilograms with wings spanning over 1.5 meters. Unlike all other hornbills, its casque is not hollow. It is solid keratin and bone. This crown is both weapon and burden, heavy but powerful, and it is the reason the bird has been hunted for centuries. Male hornbills duel in mid-air, striking casque against casque at speeds of up to 50 kilometers an hour. The sound resounds through the forest like a wooden drum. These contests are rituals of dominance, deciding which male controls the richest fig trees and, ultimately, the chance to breed. The helmeted hornbill is a frugivore, a fruit eater. Above all, it hungers for figs. In one day, a single bird may eat over 150 fruits, yet it never hoards them. It scatters them. As it digests, it disperses seeds over vast distances, far from the mother tree. Many of Thailand's rainforest giants, from dipterocarps to strangler figs, rely on this process. Without hornbills, the forest would not regenerate. They are the gardeners, the architects, the silent planters of tomorrow's jungle. In one of the most astonishing reproductive strategies in the bird world, the female hornbill walls herself into a tree cavity with mud, feces, and bark. She leaves only a narrow opening. For up to 6 months, she is entombed, dependent entirely on her mate. He brings figs, insects, even small mammals. Every morsel passed through the slit. For half a year, the male works tirelessly to feed his imprisoned mate and their growing chick. This strategy protects the vulnerable mother and chick from predators, but it also makes them easy targets for hunters. One gunshot can wipe out an entire hornbill family. Today, the helmeted hornbill faces extinction. Across its range in Southeast Asia, forests are shrinking at an alarming rate. Palm oil plantations replace ancient fig groves. Roads slice through protected parks, but an even deadlier threat stalks this bird: poaching. Its casque, once celebrated in legend, is now carved into trinkets and ornaments, sold as red ivory in illegal markets. In just 4 decades, populations have collapsed by more than 90%. From the forests of Thailand to Borneo, the bird is being erased by bullets and chainsaws. The wreathed hornbill, also called the bar-pouched wreathed hornbill, is one of the largest hornbills of Asia. Males wear a striking yellow throat pouch, females a vivid blue. Both bear a casque atop the bill, ridged like waves, unique to each bird, like a fingerprint. The wreathed hornbill is a nomad of the sky. Unlike other hornbills, it travels immense distances in search of fruiting trees. Some have been tracked flying more than 100 kilometers in a single day. This makes them one of nature's great seed dispersers, carrying the future of the forest in their stomachs. Figs are the heart of their diet. A single fig tree can feed dozens of hornbills at once, drawing them from across the forest. When hornbills gather, the canopy becomes alive with sound, wings beating, casques clattering, and calls echoing. The wreathed hornbill shares one of the most remarkable family rituals in the bird kingdom. When nesting, the female enters a tree hollow and seals herself in with mud, food remains and droppings, leaving only a slit. For months, she remains captive inside, shedding feathers, incubating eggs, and raising chicks. The male works tirelessly, flying long distances to bring figs, berries, and prey to sustain her and their young. Despite their strength in the sky, wreathed hornbills face grave threats. Across Thailand, forests are shrinking, cut for agriculture and development. Large trees, vital for nesting, are disappearing. And though less hunted than the helmeted hornbill, they are still victims of illegal trade. Their casque, feathers, and even chicks are sold on black markets.